Hey, welcome everybody who's tuning in right now. Just wanted to go live and talk a little bit about a really cool event that's coming up here this week, this Friday. It's going to be really, really cool. It is the grand reopening of the Capitol Hill Ghost Tour in Denver. Why am I so interested in that? Well, it's a company that I originally started off with my father and my mom, and it has grown into just this huge company. Now, we obviously during the lockdown had to shut down the company, and there were some health issues that were taking place with my family, but the good news is that my dad has decided to go ahead and revive the tour coming up here this Friday, and he's going to have the grand reopening this Friday. It's going to be huge. It's going to kick off at the Molly Brown House in Denver, and it's going to proceed from there. He covers some of the most haunted locations, around that area. And if you guys know anything about Capitol Hill in Denver, that place is just absolutely teeming with paranormal activity. The great thing about the tour that we have is that it's not just the ghost stories. It's not just the people accounting, or recounting the things that took place. It's actual paranormal evidence. Most of these properties we've actually gone in, actually all the properties I believe, we've gone into and have collected evidence, whether it be pictures or EVPs or ghost box sessions or, video or, whatever the case might be. And we actually present that on the tour. Now, I'm not going to be there for this. Obviously, I'm in South Texas, but my father is there. Mama Moon is there. My daughter Sarah is going to be taking place in the tour as well, so I'm really excited that they're getting back out there and doing this tour again. You can actually get tickets. It's 877-880-6232. I actually put that in the post, so if you want to go ahead and give them a call and get tickets, definitely grab that as quickly as you possibly can because space is limited. It was kind of a last-minute decision to get this thing up and running so quickly, so we made the announcement yesterday. We put an event out for it, and the response was just crazy. It was really quick, but I thought I would jump on here today, talk a little bit about it, answer any questions that you guys might have. But if you're in the Denver area, if you're in Colorado, even in Wyoming, around those parts, you definitely want to head out and check out this tour. My dad just does an amazing job leading the tour, presenting the stories, presenting the evidence, giving some really personal things that you might not be able to get on any other tour. And I always say, hey, it's not only the original, but it is the best walking tour out there. When we first started this back, I think it was 2012, right around there. I don't know the exact timing, but we started this thing out, and we were the only walking tour in the Capitol Hill area at the time, or one of two, I should say, because I think Philip Goodstein had a history tour that he did during the day. And now, there's 40 tours down there, but none of the tours really cover the true paranormal aspect of what's happened in these properties. It's usually just recounting stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, and a lot of the things got lost in translation along the way. But I definitely encourage anybody who is in that area to go check it out. Again, the phone number is 877-880-6232. Give the office a call. Get signed up for the tour. Like I said, it's going to be a real treat, guys, because it's not just going to be Papa Moon on this tour. It's going to be Papa Moon. Mama Moon's going to be there giving the history. She's going to be giving you psychic impressions. And then my daughter Sarah is going to be there as well, helping out too. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate it. Welcome to everybody who's coming in here. So, some of the properties that you're going to be seeing along the way, obviously the Molly Brown house, the unsinkable Molly Brown. We've done several Ghost Hunter universities inside the house. My mom was a docent there for, I think, 25 years or 27 years. It was quite a long time. So you start out at the Molly Brown house. You get some really, really cool stories about, some of the things people have experienced, and then you get our evidence that goes along with that. I'm just giving you some of the highlight properties. There's a bunch on there. The main ones for me that I really get a lot out of is the Croak Patterson Campbell Mansion, which is the Patterson Inn. We're actually having a Ghost Hunter University there coming up in September, which Dee and I will be taking a part in. So definitely come and check that out if you're in Denver as well. And then the place you see back behind me is the Peabody Mansion, which is one of the most haunted locations in the world, and still one of the scariest places I've ever investigated in my entire life. I started investigating there when I was very young, and I can give you so many experiences from being there. As a matter of fact, in the book that I wrote, which is obviously Ghost Box, if you guys don't know, the book that my mom and I wrote, I actually had an entire 2 chapters in that book based on the Peabody Mansion, and just to length, they had to cut out those chapters and suggested that I make an entire book just about this place right here because there is so much activity inside this location. So is actually kind of intimidating, even having hear him in the background behind me. But yeah, it's we really do a big focus on this property, as well as the Croak, the Molly Brown house. There's the Patterson Inn, or the Capitol Hill Bed and Breakfast, the Dunning. There, I mean, I can go on and on and on, but you're definitely going to get your money's worth. Tickets are only $22 for adults, 18 for seniors, and 10 for children under 12. So it's really super affordable. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate that. So guys, again, 877-880-6232. Call Mama and Papa Moon right now. Get signed up for the tour. Space is super limited on the tour, but I want to make sure that as many people that are in the area have the ability to get in there and get signed up. They definitely do. If you guys have any questions about the tour that I can answer, I'd be happy to do that as well. I did the tour for quite a few years when I was living in Denver. I'd help out. I was kind of a minority owner in that, but I used to like to go along from time to time when there was the bigger groups that would come in. We did a big event for a radio station out there years ago called KBPI, and I don't even know how many people went on that tour, but it was absolutely crazy. And we took them into all these different properties and locations, and just got some amazing evidence when we went. And that's another thing, when you go on these investigations, I always tell people on these tours, take a camera with you, take a voice recorder with you, take a meter if you want to, because even though you're just kind of touring by the properties, you may get some really good evidence. We've been able to get some of our best evidence on those tours just by people taking pictures and things along those lines, and then turning them back into us. So I do suggest that everybody signs up as quickly as possible for this thing. You're absolutely going to love it. You guys know Mama Moon, you know Papa Moon, and he's well enough to get back out there again and start doing this. So please get signed up as soon as possible, guys. But that's all I really wanted to jump on here today and talk about, and let you all know that you can get signed up for this thing, and do it now. I mean, get signed up early, because I think as we start getting closer and closer to October, you know how things fill up, and it's harder and harder to get there. And plus, the weather in Colorado, this is the time of the year that you really want to go out there and do the investigations and the tours, because it can get cold like that. It can really sneak up on you fast. So I encourage everybody to get signed up. Again, 877-880-6232. Give them a call, get signed up for the tour, and they'll see you there. So thank you so much for just hanging out with me today, listening to what I had to say, and hopefully we'll see you on the tour. Thanks, guys. Bye.